Hey guys, so today we're going to be sharing day 4 of Tower Run. It's been a really rough go for me this time. I don't know if it's a focus issue or I don't know. It's been super rough, but I'm going to share with you anyway. Didn't hit nearly as many floors as I wanted to today, and I don't even think I'm going to reach floor 95 this run. Maybe I got Scourge on the brain. No excuse though. This is all pre-recorded on the phone, so we'll just jump right into it, starting with floor 72. And we're doing the mirror matchup, but I threw in Fury over Wolverine. And the reason I did that is because I wanted the speed up to make sure my whole team went first. So you're going to see, I'm going to do that a bunch, where I keep checking if I'm recording, because I was watching TV with the wife, and I kept just getting paranoid I forgot to hit record. But anyway, we get the speed on all of our characters, so then Lady Deathstrike goes first, Omega Red goes first, and we just start kind of killing everybody very easily. I do have a very big Weapon X team. I think everybody except for Silver Samurai is gear tier 16. So this one's pretty easy for me. I started thinking about like, hey, what do I want to do here? I'm going to end up stunning Silver Samurai, I believe, just so I don't have to eat the stun. I believe. Or maybe I'll let him do it. I feel like I should be stunning Lady Deathstrike here. Okay, no, we're going to stun Silver Samurai, so I do remember that correctly. I do get a rewind on my Omega Red. That's the last thing I wanted. But because we had the speed up from using his special, we're still going to go before the enemy Omega Red, so it's going to be fine. So you know what? No, I stand by what I did in action here, because what that stopped was the chance that Silver Samurai was going to stun my Omega Red. And now we're just going to start picking people off, right? Fury calling an assist doesn't hurt at all. Fury's kit's actually really good, so not mad at that pick. And I also kind of wanted to save Cable because I had plans to do more floors than we're gonna see here today, but it fell through. But you know, this was the first fight, so I still had hope at this point. And then comes floor 72. I forget which one this is, or 73. The Eternals mirror match. This is the reason why I couldn't get further, because I had to use my Eternals here. If you use the timestamps and go to the fights that I lost, which I'm only going to showcase at the end, then you can see the Doom team that I tried to use against this and miserably failed because freaking what's his face, Doom, got resisted on both of his charged flips when attacking Icarus. And so, yeah, that wasn't very good. Yeah, as you saw here, I actually didn't get a kill with my Icarus's ultimate. And what I should have done probably is I should have targeted maybe the dagger with the Loki special and try to get more damage in that way. So we end up eating a bunch of damage, but I got some big Ravager friends that are going to help me along the way, and we're going to get through this okay. We take out the Icarus before he does his ultimate, which I think was about to happen next, and we just start taking people out. So we get through it, even though a bit of a misplay on not getting a reset for my Icarus. So be careful if you're going to do this matchup, because yeah, these characters are super strong, and if they get to do to you what you wanted to try and do to them, you're just going to instantly die. Here comes floor 74, and this one went off the rails too. So you can go into the fights I lost. You see I tried to use Z Factor against this team. I got a nasty resist from the Phoenix, so I couldn't ability block the Doom, and then he killed me. So I ended up having to use Silver Surfer with my Secret Avengers, which is something I really wanted to avoid doing. I wanted them for the Uncanny team, but that wasn't meant to be, so we get to use them here. And the best part about this matchup is even if Doom does get the energy and he does use that ultimate, you're going to eat up all those bots. He's not going to actually do his ultimate because he's not getting that offense up, which the PC or NPC, whatever you would call controlling it, the AI, sorry, doesn't want to do the ult without offense up for whatever reason. And yeah, there you go. So we're just going to start plugging away now. One thing that is kind of an issue here, and I'm noticing this now, is Kestrel no longer has his charges. Doom hasn't taken his turn yet because we had so much speed from my Falcon. So OG Falcon, probably not a good idea here. I had to stall out until the Doom was about to take his first turn, which we did. Now we'll end the ability block on him, and we're going to get through it just as fine anyway. So Falcon, like I could have messed up and pushed the Doom and then died, but I noticed it in time. But it also, the Falcon made me go before the Captain Sam was anywhere near using his taunt. So it was safe either way, as long as you just realize what the turn order is going to be. And here we go, heading into node 75. And I did a Hail Mary play with my Young Avengers here. Couldn't get through it, so ended up having to use my Infinity Watch. Another reason why I just got stuck where I got stuck today. So like all Infinity Watch mirror matchups, it's best if you can try and take out File of L. If you can do that before you lose anybody, then that drain she gives you and those buffs that she gives on her ultimate can really help you out. That's probably why they put Fortifier on the enemy File of L. But yeah, so a big issue you can have here, and I know people had it during this tower, is if you get tunneled out. If the Infinity Watch enemies pick your Moondragon or pick your File of L or pick your Nebula and just demolish her, because their stats are so inflated compared to our own that it can fall apart real quick. And a little secret to beat the Infinity Watch mirror matchup much easier is don't use Nebula's ultimate off the bat. You can use the special, you can use the basic to keep that speed up for half a tick longer or whatever it is. But you want to hold that ultimate for her second turn, because what you're going to do is use it before Adam Warlock uses his ultimate, and then you're going to dodge both of the stuns, which is very nice. The only risk to that is if Moondragon, the enemy Moondragon, turn meter rewinds your Nebula. So that could happen, 20% chance. Obviously, it doesn't happen here. He hits my Adam Warlock with it. So we're going to be fine. I switched targets to a defense down because I was hoping to get a reset. The characters in tower are just so strong. You're not going to get a reset on a full life Nebula. That was never going to happen. But here you go. Here's the magic. We go ahead. We do the ultimate. And now when Adam Warlock comes in to do his ultimate, we get double dodges, which is great. Had my Nebula got stunned there, it could have been real trouble. Anyway, my File of L gets absolutely demolished. And this is where it gets kind of dangerous, right? Because like I said, losing File of L, if you get tunneled out, is really bad, because that ultimate that she just did right there, so many buffs. Luckily, I survived. When then we take out the enemy File of L, but mine goes right away as well. So a little bit of a bad RNG there. But because we dodged the Adam Warlock stuns, we're actually going to be okay. Eventually here, my Adam Warlock is going to come in and do his own stun, and then we're just going to walk away with it. And here it is right here. So we're going to stun this Gamora. Now we no longer have to worry about her offense up. Clearly she's going to die, right? Before we have to worry about that. There she goes. She obviously comes back with full life, but none of her buffs. So we just rip through her real quick, and now we'll clean up the Adam Warlock. So pretty textbook example of a Infinity Watch mirror matchup. And now we get to sit here quietly, awkwardly, and wait. At least we got some good music to vibe out to. This is why we all hated the arena. Get ready for the 5-minute arena match to come back, guys. All right, floor 76. This was a problematic floor for me because I had to use my Secret Avengers against that Doom floor, right? So we end up throwing a whack of things at it, and what we end up settling for, or what we actually won with, was the Uncanny Mirror matchup. I would never suggest doing this. I'm just showing it because this is what won. But this is just straight RNG. So you see, I get no stuns. Or I am not stunned at all. And then I also get no stuns. So both sides got no stuns. Kind of equal RNG there, I suppose. My Phoenix dies, which is going to give me defense down onto the enemy. I'm not going to have to kill the enemy Phoenix, I don't think, at least. We activate the taunt on Colossus. I'm going to be silly here, and I'm going to use the special. I definitely should have just basic to avoid hitting the enemy Phoenix at all. But what I wanted was to get that taunt on Cyclops or Storm or anybody. I just wanted to clear one of the stealths. I did, but then I kill the enemy Phoenix. Now I have defense down. Now it is like super sketchy. Whatever Storm gets to ult first here is going to win. My Phoenix is now dead. Magic at least gets a turn. She calls in a summon Phoenix. See, this is just a mess. Don't take this matchup if you don't absolutely have to like I did. This could have easily been the end of my run for the day. My Colossus luckily tanks that hit from Magic. And now whose Storm is going to go first? That's the question. My Storm, just barely. And then we go, and we get through it. And now we're going to beat up on this Colossus for like a solid minute. So I'm actually going to fast forward through this. And he's still fighting, still fighting, still fighting. His healing is just off the charts. I don't want to sit through all this. And there you go, we won. So I think that was literally like 2.5 minutes of just me trying to get through him. So moving on to floor 77. This is the last floor I was going to be capable of clearing because on the other end of this is another Eternals team and I got nothing for it. Tonight, after the Scourge event, I am going to try using my Darkhold team with my new 3 yellow star Morgan. And we'll see what we can manage. And as you can see, I meant to cut this out, but I guess I didn't. I had tried using Darkhold and Doc Ock against it. Did not work. I actually tried 2 different teams against this one, I think, and it didn't work. So I was really stretching. I really didn't want to have to start on this floor tonight, which we're obviously going to do another tower night tonight. So I ended up concocting a team. Let's go ahead and find it. I also could have used my Darkhold team on this one, the 4 members. But we didn't have that. Wait, what was all that? Sorry guys, that was just like a random nothing. So, here we go. Sorry, I should have cut that out. Now we're going to have floor 77, and I go in with my Astonishing X-Men, sub out Kitty, throw in Wolverine, because when we did that Weapon X Mirror matchup, I took out my Wolverine, right? Wolverine's just going to do a lot more damage here. This, again, is not a team I would suggest trying. Very sketchy at best. I had to open up with the ultimate from Bishop, because we do have that Disrupt, and that Disrupt led into death. So as you see, not in a good spot right now. We go for the heal. We wanted cleanses, and we also had a bunch of disrupts, so we weren't going to land anything. Beast, so close to death. And then we come in here. If he bounces to Beast, we would have lost this. So pretty lucky there. Jubilee also almost dies again. I think we're going to go for another heal here. I believe. Yeah, we go for another heal here. And then we get the lucky blind on the Gwen. And that's literally how we win this fight, is because we get lucky. We take this Gwen out very nicely. Get a slow on everybody, which is obviously going to help as well. And you could see how dangerous and how dumb this matchup is. If I get any more dodges, I'm just done. So we get the good stun on the Scarlet Spider. We get some buffs up. Now we need to land another stun, or we could also be dead again. And there you go. So we land one more stun. We are about to eat a big damage from the Spider-Man, but I decide that I'd rather try and get a kill here on one of these targets while they can't dodge. Because obviously they're not dodging while they're stunned, right? So now Spider-Punk is dead. That's great. We can actually spread all that stuff. We do just that. A bunch of nice bleeds. We can heal again. We regained control. But there was like 3 moments where if a dodge happened, I would have just lost. Or if Jubilee didn't apply that blind to Spider-Gwen, I would have just lost. So do not recommend this matchup. And on the other side of this fight, we're going to be staring at the Eternals. So this is it for the climb. I went from 72 to 78, or I guess clearing 77. Having a terrible tower run. Just absolutely terrible. But it is what it is. It is what it is. There's nothing else to say about it. We'll get it back next time. We'll have to focus up. Hopefully it won't be a bunch of events running around at the same time, and we'll be more focused. But anyway, let's go look at the losses, because I want to keep it a buck with you guys. I'm hip. So here's floor 73. This was the team that I decided to take in. I almost beat it last time with this team, but also lost because of a resist. So this is an ongoing issue. Maybe Doom. My Doom's bigger now. My Doom's 5 red star. Maybe I should have made him a skirmisher. But anyway, we're going to do a big hit here with our Shang-Chi. So you see that's a lot of damage on everybody that doesn't have defense up. We throw the blinds out there. It's all resisted. We only needed that for the energy. So here comes the energy. And now we're not going to make the same mistake last time. We're going to hit the Icarus until he's dead. And we hit it, and he resists both. Like, he just keeps that defense up. So that's really rough. We kill everybody except Icarus. He keeps that defense up. He does his rebalance. And you can probably tell now that this is done. I keep trying to basic to pull the defense up off of him. And it just doesn't work. So, you know, Hail Mary, throw the special, whatever. Throw the ultimate. Do what you can do. But no, this is over the second that Icarus uses his ultimate. And then we got to be careful not to, you know, get dropped. I don't want to get dropped again. Star-Lord is 100% dead there. Doom pretty close. Cersei comes in, does damage. And at this point, I see all the bleeds. I see Icarus about to take another turn. Cut the cord. Let's get out of there. Floor 74 loss. Well, I already walked you through this one as well earlier. This was a unfortunate resist from the Phoenix, which is very uncommon. I guess that defense up did the trick on her. See, I'm trying to click off her because she does do the Phantom debuffs. But we're stuck. We go ahead, we start hitting the Phoenix. And the energy went to Doom, so we needed to use our ultimate here to get defense up. And I don't know if I just flaked on it or what. I don't think I would have survived anyway with Doom throwing his ultimate. I think that would have been it. So we keep going for crits. We're trying to get back to that Shatterstar ultimate. However, we're on super borrowed time at this point. I think we might basic here. Yeah, we basicked because we weren't sure if Doom got the energy when we did this live. So a bunch of misplays, unfortunate. But he is gonna ult here. I don't think it would have made a difference. I really don't. You see, I still have hope in my heart. I'm avoiding that Doom at all costs. But here we go. He's about to take his turn. And this is where we realize the oopsie. Here comes the ult. Shatterstar and Longshot already have defense down. I slow it down to make sure I'm not about to get fully wiped. We do have a death proof on Multiple Man. And that's a back out. So, yeah. Floor 75, loss. Keeping the hits coming. Oh, this was a Hail Mary play. We don't have to show much of this except for the opening. So I've heard this can punch up like crazy, so I went and gave it a shot. There is one moment of RNG where it's just like, I guess it's done. Yeah, I don't know why I paused it here. I might have been talking with my wife. Let's fast forward this a little bit. Oh, we missed the moment. Okay. Here it comes. Adam Warlock puts the ability to block on Squirrel Girl. That's a wrap. Nothing interesting to show after that. Without doing the cleanse, without having offense down to throw it there, it's just a wrap. So, yeah, I'll need to bring up my Young Avengers to take these kind of floors in the next tower. Young Avengers definitely prove themselves on the middle floors. So by next tower, I hope to have them around 800k. But as you see, during this fast forward, we actually killed the Phyla-Vel, which is crazy. Floor 76. This one hurt. This one did hurt. Kind of going for a Hail Mary energy into Dagger. Also, though, just a bunch of disrupts would have worked as well. We're going to attack the Phoenix here to make sure Greg dies. I think. Yeah, so he dies. That gives us a nice speed advantage. And what we're hoping for here is to start landing a bunch of debuffs. I would love to have killed the Storm or the Cyclops in time. But yeah. So, as you can see, we got a Disrupt on Cyclops and not on any other character. I probably should have started this on Colossus for the Hail Mary strip on the defense up. But that didn't happen. And because we landed nothing on Colossus, we have no bleeds that we could have spread. We don't have anything like that. Phoenix soaks everything up. And then it's a wrap. So, we got 4 stuns. That's just death. And I'll fast forward it through here. And if you are wondering why I'm fast forwarding through all the losses, it's because it's making me super sad. Now we'll do another floor 76 loss. And this time we have Black Order. Again, this is a Hail Mary play. This is a giant punch up. And when I say punch up, it's a punch up on paper. But if you look at the actual stats of the enemies, they're jacked up by like 25% or something. So an 800k team's really a more like a million power team. So this is like a 300k punch up. I don't even know what you're supposed to go for here when you're trying to do this big a punch up. I try and hold on to the special from Thanos, because what I want to do is flip everything after Phoenix throws everyone in stealth. I want to kill some controllers along the way. I definitely want to kill the magic. But with the stun on Thanos and on Cull, that it is just a wrap. Because right here, what should have happened here before everyone starts dying is these three guys got dropped into red. This should have given Thanos a bunch of speed. Then he would have flipped everything, put the taunt on Cull. Maybe would have stood a chance. But with that stun on Thanos, it's done. Anyway, floor 77. This was the last floor. So this is the loss that I half showed earlier. And his Dark Hunters with Doc Ock as the 5th against Web Warriors. The idea here was just like pray for not a lot of dodges. Pray Elsa does some damage. None of those things are going to happen. Yeah. We thought maybe the Voodoo, getting the ability block, plus the defense down, a bunch of stuff would be cool. The Doc Ock would help rebalance the healing after the initial burst. But you see, Spider-Gwen dodges everything. Like, Spider-Gwen should have died there. Right here, she should have been dead. But instead, she's going to use her special, and that just devastates me with slows, and it kills my Elsa. Elsa should have been alive. She's obviously the heart of this team when you put them against Web Warriors. And then, like, I still had a little bit of hope here. But yeah, you can see it starts going sideways real quick. And they're avoiding that right side. They keep attacking my left side with the damage dealers. If Ghost Spider didn't put slows on me, my Ghost Spider would have healed up with his ultimate on somebody, assuming it didn't get dodged. And we could have had some luck. But that wasn't going to happen, I guess. So yeah, that's all the losses. It was fun reliving that with you guys. I'm going to fast forward through this. Obviously, we don't make any headway. Scarlet Spider just starts healing everybody up, and we retreat out. Yeah, let me pull up this. There you go. Alright guys, so that is what I have for you today. I know it wasn't as exciting. It wasn't as good as the previous tower runs we've had. Sorry about that. I still hope to hit the 90 floors. But we'll see how it goes, because I'm pretty shaken up. Confidence is pretty shaken. But it is what it is. We said that a lot. That's a sure sign that I'm actually more upset than I'm letting on. It is what it is. Everything's okay. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Ducking Tower.